It's Women Crushing It Wednesday on the All New Vibe, Houston's Culture, the evolution of KTSU 90.9. Michele, McKnight's here, and we love promoting women. It's all about women. Not all day, every day, but it should be. But even still, we do like to take some time out of the week to give some energy to the women who are making moves and are promoting positivity in the city of Houston. So my guest tonight is Miss Shawntelle, who is the general manager of Trez Art and Wine Bar. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Michelle. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. It never starts with someone asking me how I am, but I'm good, and I'm excited to have you here because I'm a big wino for one.
Oh,
I love to drink.
I'm not surprised.
Really?
No.
You can just read it on my
Yes,
face, or maybe
yes.
you can smell it in my pores. I don't know which one it is, but I hope it's not a bad thing. But I love drinking wine, and one thing that it just kind of irks me sometimes is just the community that it is that we're groomed in. They don't always like to tap into the culture of wine itself.
Yes.
And I don't want to say most, but a lot of the friends that I have, at least growing up, not so much now, the only type of wine that they really like to dibble and dabble in was Moscato. Yes. It's just almost like
Moscato. Yes.
Yeah, it's almost just like the general expectation. And so
Yeah,
what
for
kind of
sure.
brought you into the wine business, the wine industry, the service industry, all of that?
Well, back in college, of course, I was in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
But by nature, I'm a person who loves to serve people. I
Mhm.
love to give back to my community. I love to be of service. So it was a natural inclination to move into this industry. And I've always loved wine.
Mhm.
But just like everybody else, you have to figure out what type of wine you like.
Yeah.
And so I felt as if Trez Art and Wine Bar can be a place where people can come there and get educated about wine.
Mhm.
You don't have to come in and just only know Moscato. And if you do, that's fine. We can expose you to different types of wines. And then there are different types of Moscato.
Mhm.
You don't have to always drink Stella Rose and HEB, right? So there are different types of Moscatos that are a little bit more elevated. And then there are different wines that have similar taste for the palate.
Mhm.
So it just depends on what you want to get out of it. But everything at Trez Art and Wine Bar is for us to be elevated in our communities and do something different that we haven't done before. We even have wine flights. So the wine flights allow you to figure out which wine you like, and we pair it with cheese boards. And so that allows the person to say, okay, I kind of like this one. So when I go out beyond Trez, I know what to order. And that's the big passion behind Trez Art and Wine Bar as well.
And I get that. Sometimes it's intimidating because you can
Very
walk in and
intimidating.
it's
Yeah.
a lot of selections.
Yes.
Almost like if you walk into a tequila bar and
Yes,
it's like
this is
30,000
true.
tequilas
This
there.
is true.
So you just kind of go with what you know. But that is nice, though,
Yeah.
to be able to walk into a place there and you do have a friendly staff that's there and willing to help you just kind of find something that's to your palate.
Yeah.
So do you do wine tastings at Trez?
We do wine tastings once a month, and we have a different wine that we promote. This past week, we did one with Badini Wines. She's a female winemaker, and her vineyard is in Argentina, and her wines are delicious. They are just delicious, and so she was able to come in and her personally self do the wine tastings. So we do those unique things as well because it's very important for people to understand you don't have to be a certain person of status to understand wine. You just know what you like, and that's
Yeah.
okay. If you like sweet wines, there are all kind of sweet wines, but it doesn't have to be Moscato. But we do have a great Moscato.
Yeah.
That's an elevated version, so it's really a nice wine as well.
So really come in. It's a welcoming environment.
It is.
They're going to help
Yeah.
you find something to expand your palate. So as long as you're ready and you're open to embrace that, then that's a beautiful thing. And of course, we have Shawntelle, who is going to be here with us for the next couple of hours for Women Crushing It Wednesday. So make sure to keep your radios turned on and up right here to the evolution of KTSU 90.9. It's the all new vibe, Houston's Culture. It's Women Crushing It Wednesday on the all new vibe, Houston's Culture, powered by KTSU 90.9. Michele McKnight here with Miss Shawntelle, general manager of Trez Art and Wine Bar. And we were having a funny conversation just now, just kind of an extension of what you said about people only kind of riding one lane of the taste that they have in wine, whether it's Moscato, Stella Rosé from
and that's okay.
HEB or
Yeah.
Boone's Farm,
Right.
which I didn't even know that they carried that anymore. That's like what you buy when you're not 21 yet.
Yes.
But I like that you said that you all provide an environment where people can come in, and as long as they have an open mind and open palate and they want to learn, then you welcome that, and you want to help them find something that they may have some interest in. And you even have said that you have some wine pairings that you do with cigars.
Yes, because a lot of times men don't realize that they too can drink wine.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have a patio and we have men that come in and drink wine and smoke cigars. It's a wine that has a chocolate taste to it that goes very well with cigars.
Mm-hmm. Is that a sweet wine? Is it
It's
a little more bitter?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And then there are also some Cabernets. It just depends on the different varietal and the grapes, but there are different wines that are paired very well with cigars.
Mm-hmm.
But in addition to wine, of course, we still do have spirits. So, you know, if there are men out there who really don't like wine, that's okay. We still want you to come to Trez Northern Wine Bar. We have a very elevated brand of different spirits we can also provide them.
And you also have some good food.
The food is delicious.
The food is amazing.
Yes, that's why I have to go work out. It's ridiculous.
So what sort of food items do you have on the menu to go with the drinks?
Basically, we have flatbreads. We have pasta. We have a shrimp and chicken pasta.
Mm-hmm.
Our number one seller is our lamb chops. We have lamb and beef sliders.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, we have burger night. We have delicious flatbreads. We have the meat and cheese boards for people to try that with their wines.
Mm-hmm.
We have homemade desserts as well. And our brunch is one of the best brunch in the city.
Yeah.
So we do very well with all our food items. People love coming to Trez.
Yeah. And a big thing, too, about these days is when people are looking to go to an environment where it is a restaurant, they want to know, okay, is it a restaurant? Is it something that they call a restaurant, but it's not really a restaurant because people are still dancing on couches and twerking.
Oh, Lord.
Yes. But it is what you would call, you know, just kind of a relaxing. You really can come and just and enjoy the ambiance.
Yes.
Some good food, some good cocktails.
Yes.
The music isn't too loud to where you can't have conversation and actually socialize with people.
Absolutely.
And
I tell people often it's a bistro lounge concept.
Mm-hmm.
So you may not be hungry, but you just might want to nibble on something. So we have something for that too.
Mm-hmm.
But primarily, we want people to come and experience our vibe.
Yeah.
We really need to have something in our community that's not really always a turn-up situation. But sometimes you just want to be chill and just have and be around peer-to-peer.
Yeah.
People that are like you, that's kind of elevated, just want to come in and have a nice glass of wine. You still want to have fun, especially when you're there. We always have fun. But there is a very tasteful way to do that.
Yeah.
And that's what Trez Northern Wine Bar is.
Okay. And so what are the hours that people can come?
So Tuesday through Saturday, 4 to 10. Sunday, 11 to 5.
11 to 5.
Yes.
Okay. And then, of course, you also have...
And Friday and Saturday, 4 to 11.
4 to 11. And you also do things throughout the week to promote, you know, small businesses, Black-owned businesses. And, of course, we'll talk more about that coming up next. It's Women Crushing It Wednesday with Shawntelle, General Manager of Trez Art and Wine Bar. So keep those radios turned on and up right here to KTSU 90.9. Michele McKnight here on the All New Vibe, Houston's Culture, powered by KTSU 90.9. Special guest Shawntelle still here from Women Crushing It Wednesday. Now, as a person who works in the service industry, a Black-owned establishment at that, I'm sure that you have seen this viral video that everyone has chimed in with their opinion on, where there was a business owner who actually is a business owner here in Houston. However, this was one of his restaurants that he had in Dallas. And he had some customers that were, you know, there, and they were twerking during brunch when, you know, this person classifies their establishment as a restaurant. So I have to ask you, in situations like that, because sometimes, you know, if you do bring entertainment into a venue, you may get a result, especially if you have a DJ, depending on what that DJ is playing now.
Yeah.
So I would love to get your take on just something like that, and how that's something, even in a situation like that, with people coming into your business, and how you kind of respond to something like that. I
think with Trez, what we did, and especially myself, I really worked with the DJ and the music curator directly and said, this is the vibe that we want. And this is where we want to stay. And I think it's important for the DJ to understand how to curate the music. So if you know that some music is, and DJs know this, and of course you know this very well, you know the music that's going to make you stand up. It doesn't matter who you are. It's something that's in you that's going to make you stand up and say, this is just what I have to get down to, right? And I understand that. And so there is a place and a time to play that and to curate that. But also, if an owner or someone asks you to sit down and not do something in their establishment, you have to respect their establishment.
Agreed.
So I think it was more respect than anything. It's nothing wrong with having fun and dancing, and sometimes we like to encourage that. But there's a time and a place to do that, and if you ask to not do that, then just don't do it. It was more of a disrespect for me. But you never want, at Trez, we want people to bring their grandmothers, their boos, their sister, their girlfriends, anyone. And if you're in a situation where you see someone twerking on your furniture, will you really come back? I mean, I think it's very important as a culture for us to look out for each other as well. So to me, it's all about respect.
And Shawntelle has done a very good job of programming out different nights that really kind of cater to different crowds of people. So you have your Sunday brunch. I know DJ Big Reeks and the Waxaholics are there. Sometimes you do a Wax Wednesdays, but you actually are looking to do something else on your Wednesdays and actually cater to the women.
I'm so excited that you're going to be a part of our Woman Wednesday. Women, of course, is my passion, and I love to elevate us. And I always look for a very innovative way to bring us together and say, and just be bonded, right? And so we already do the small business women pop-ups, but now we'll have an opportunity to say, there is a curated day just for you where you can come in and see a female DJ, someone who looks like us in the industry, because as you know, it's very male dominated. So it's very important to always carve out opportunities to elevate women. So you'll be there. We have a great Wednesday special. You get a bottle of wine, flatbread for $25, which is a great deal. And we're just going to have a great vibe and good time with you. I'm excited.
And specials all day for the ladies.
Happy hour all night.
Not to discourage the men from coming because, of course, you know, wherever the women are, the men will flock.
Absolutely.
But, you know, we do want to have something just, which is really why we have Women Crushing It Wednesday, too, because I think that women don't get enough of the praise that they deserve. They do a lot of the guests that we have on the show. They're business owners, but they also are moms, and they have to juggle everything, and they have to absorb, you know, a lot of what's going on around them and still be strong and still get up and stay motivated. And so we always love just having that, you know, that female energy around just to keep the next woman encouraged. So I think it's going to be a really good thing. So yeah, that starts tonight, Wednesday. And so of course you can always find Trez Art and Wine Bar at Studemont. What is the address again?
920 Studemont.
920 Studemont. And then on Instagram, where can everyone find you?
Instagram, Trez Art and Wine Bar, and Facebook, Trez Art and Wine Bar.
Okay.
So follow us on our Instagram.
Okay. And we will check back in here with Miss Shawntelle here for Women Crushing It Wednesday on the All New Vibe. So keep those radios turned up and on right here to KTSU 90.9. See All New Vibe, Houston's culture, powered by KTSU 90.9. And just remember, friends, Women Crushing It Wednesday. You can always nominate a woman in the Houston area, whether it is a colleague, it is a friend, it is a family member, maybe it's even an ex-boo piece, if you know that they are making great good moves here in the city. We would love for you to nominate them so that way we can feature them on the show here on The Vibe. And Miss Shawntelle, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you
today.
For having me.
We loved having you. You know, Shawntelle wants to get you all educated on the different types of wines that you can expand your palate to, and also just provide a different environment for you where it's something where you can just come and you can chill any day of the week, except Monday. They're closed on Mondays at Trez Art and Wine Bar, and really just have an option for you to just come in and do something outside of the turn up sometimes, because it's nice to have that variety. And again, I know you have different nights, different things. You have happy hour that's daily, and you also cater to people who are small business owners. So if they want to get in touch with you about how they can tap into the small business pop-ups, how would they go about doing that?
Visit our website, trezartandwinebar.com, and just send us an email, and we'll respond within 24 hours.
Okay. And then they can also rent Trez Art and Wine Bar.
Yeah, so we do private events, semi-private events. We also do venue buyout options. And anyone who's celebrating a birthday for the month of, I guess, whatever their birthday month, they get a free glass of wine. So we want to make sure that people come out and do that. We also host birthday happy hours for people and provide complimentary bottles of wine. So we want you to come to Trez. We want you to experience our vibe. We are a fun spot that have great food, exceptional cocktails, exquisite wine, and we just really want to provide our community with a great platform.
Okay, so come out to Trez Art and Wine Bar. And again, tonight, Women Crushing It Wednesday. It is also going to be Women Crushing It Wednesday at Trez Art and Wine Bar. I will be in the mix after the show tonight, so make sure that you come by and you experience the ambiance as well as the all-day happy hour that's going to be going on specifically for the ladies. But again, regular happy hour every day except Monday.
4 to 7.
Is from 4 to 7. So you can tap in with them online at Trez Art and Wine Bar. And Trez is Trez.
Right.
Art and Wine Bar on Instagram. And then if they want to find you, Shawntelle, if you want to be found, how can they connect with you on Instagram?
TrezArtandWineBar.com. Just send us an email.
She ain't giving her personal. There you have it. Well, thank you again for coming.
Okay, thank you.
And cheers to you, and cheers to everybody, of course, for tuning in to Women Crushing It Wednesday tonight on the All New Vibe.